Hello and welcome or welcome back. Today we're just gonna be playing some more Killing Floor 1 and just talking about stuff. So yeah, I'll stop rambling and we'll get right into it. Ooh, ah, ah. I guess he's been here. He's been here. Thank y'all for chilling, by the way. As always, we're gonna be playing the most famous Killing Floor 1 perk ever. The Machine Gunner. Haven't you heard of it? We haven't played on a Minecraft map in a while, and I think that there's only two that I have anyway. Boom. Oh yeah, I remember watching somebody play with this perk, and I think some gun, because it just spits. I don't think you can get headshots with some guns. Like technically, yeah, yeah. Like technically, you can't pop any heads with this. At least with this gun. I think other guns do it, but I didn't even have to reload. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, sweet. Yeah. Aw. We have to reload them. I missed. I'm fake. I'm a fake gamer. Alright, there's lots of things here that I can't afford, but these guns look pretty badass, not gonna lie. Pat's chain. Oh, Patriarch's chain gun. Is that strong? It's not. Is it strong? It's not really that. Yeah. Well, we'll see if we can't afford that. We'll see if we can't get that at the end here. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh. I don't know why I'm ADSing so much. But anyway, I don't know if you guys saw Wednesday's video, because I don't know why Mondays just always does really like a lot better than the others. I don't know why, but it is what it is. I talked about that movie Pet, which is really good. You guys should watch that video. I actually really enjoyed that movie. But anyway, we're here to talk about Kevin. Yeah, let's talk about Kevin. Starring everybody's. Oh my goodness. Oh god, the physics. The physics. I swear, Killing Floor 3 doesn't have the physics. Anyway, starring everybody's favorite actor in the world, America's sweetheart, Ezra Miller. You know, if you know, you know. If you don't, well, he was the actor that played the Flash. That wasn't really that good as the Flash. That was probably the biggest crime, but he also did beat on fans that would come up to him saying, certain things, they're saying that they wanted like a picture with him or something, and he would freak out and knock him to the ground or hit him, But one of the bigger problems is those fans were women. The guy never had the balls to actually, step up to a dude, I don't think, or at least a capable guy. Whoa. And he also had some like I love that bass riff. He also had like a how do I approach this? He groomed some people, in like a sex cult type of way. Oh my god. This one has headshots. Yeah, so he's not really a great guy. But anyway, I think this movie came out in like 2010, 2011. And it kind of just feels like it's a biography of his in many ways. I'm kind of kidding. I'm half kidding. Woo. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting movie. It's got Tilda Swinton. Oh God. I knew that there was shit around me, and I don't want to die. I'm too young to die. Not really, kind of. I don't know. No. Oh God. I can't. So I went to melee, and I can't melee. Yeah, I got Tilda Swinton, John C. Reilly, and Ezra Miller, I believe, is the star power in that movie. So, and it's weird because if Ezra didn't do what he did, all the crazy things, I wouldn't mind him as an actor to an extent. Maybe not as a superhero actor, but he's not terrible in that movie. I skipped the AUG. Everybody knows what an AUG is. I want to see if I can't have enough money to get the guns that I want to get. Anyway, yeah, this movie starts off and it's like, Tilda and John C. Reilly are his parents, but like, it starts off and she's at I don't know what it is. If she's in Italy, I think it's Italy, and the only reason why I think this is because it's tomatoes and pasta sauce. But they're at some festival, I don't know, and it's like, I don't know if it's like some weird fucking orgy or something. But there's a bunch of people, and they're like crammed together like fucking tuna fish, right? Outside. And they're just dumping bats of fucking pasta sauce, tomato sauce, red sauce, all over each other. And I just was confused the entire time. I don't know. He just bonked me. Alright. Now I don't know what the hell that was supposed to. There's a lot of things in this movie I'm just going to kind of also go past too, for the sake of time. Yeah, but we'll just kind of move past that and get to where where Ezra's an infant that cries pretty much only for his mother all the time. The kid just is screaming, shrieking, screaming. Yeah. All right, I like it. Shrieking, screaming, and really only for the mom. You see that, John C. Reilly comes up. I don't know why anybody would cry for him. The guy just seems like such a nice guy. But, yeah, no, the kid's totally fine with him. Like, the entire time, the entire movie. Ooh. Nice. The entire movie, like, the kid's fine with the dad and not with the mama. But he is a little... I think I said it in my pet video. I was like, I want to watch this movie because that little bastard pisses me off. Like, the kid does a really great job. If you're a parent or kids, you're like, that little bastard. He knows exactly what he's doing. And he does. That's the whole point. Like, he's a little psychopath. But, right over his head. Right over it. Right through him. It doesn't do that much damage. It just spits a lot. But like and then it goes through like him being like, I don't know, the kid's like 5 or 6 years old in diapers. I thought that, I was just like, okay, that's just, to me, I was like, either the kid's got, like, he doesn't have any like health problems, so I don't really feel bad saying it. The parents are just fucking lazy, or the kid's just a little asshole. Like, that's just simple as that. Oh no, I did get the AUG. I lied. I had to get the AUG because, sold the machine gun or the minigun, and shit happens. Look at this guy, he's just chilling. Okay, that is horse shit. Anyway. Oh, he's fighting. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Oh my god. I almost just pulled a little baby Ezra and crapped myself. And I wasn't a kid, I was getting to it. He was like 5 or 6 years old, and like I said, either the kid's got, I don't think, he doesn't have health problems, or I'd feel bad saying this. He's just a little asshole, or the parents are just lazy as fuck. If you know, you know. If you're a parent, or you're like, close enough, you know what I mean. But anyway, yeah, the kid just like looks her dead in the eyes, craps his pants, and then when she's changing him, he's just all laid back, like, like he's the king. And then like she's being kind of, an ass too. I'm not gonna say that. it's all just the kid. It's just mostly the kid. But the parent is, yeah, she's not great either. She like berates the kid and says how like, cause he's just a little asshole to her. So I mean, she lets it out on him. And this time, you know, she changes his diaper, right? Oh God. All right, hold on. Yeah, but oh my God. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. All right, anyway. Oh, God. Yeah, so he turns around right after that diaper change, looks her dead in the eye, and shits his pants again, you know? And she gets mad, and she reacts in, like, the worst way you could. She just picks him up and yeets him across the room, and he breaks his arm. He just looks down at his arm, it's all broken, and he just looks at her, and he's just like, I own you. Like, he knows that he owns her now. She did exactly what he wanted her to do. The little guy, the little asshole that he is. I don't know, but we'll kind of get through this movie. There's a lot of little things that, you know, really paint the picture better. But this kind of, I'll skip right to another time where he just, like, looks her dead in the eye in a very awkward way. He's a teenager, like 14 or 15. By the end of the movie, he's like, I think the oldest he is I think almost 18. So, like, all the key part, there's clips of, like, it gives away kind of what the ending is about, you know, but we'll get to that. But it gets it through there the whole time. Because it's a time skippy type movie. Like, it'll show her, the mom, now, and it'll show her in the past, like, various times of his, like, childhood. And, well, the other time is, you know, he's in his room, you know, being a teenage boy, you know, butt naked, and he just turns right around as he's, you know, smacking the toboggan. Oh, God. And just looks her dead in the eye, and just keeps going, you know, just keeps going, looking at her dead in the eye. Like, it is very awkward, but it works because it shows how fucking sick the kid is. Also, when he's a kid, you know, like when you got a troubled kid, the dad did everything they needed to do right, I think. But like, you got a troubled kid or whatever. Oh my God, I'm on a tree. Trees are my worst enemy in this game. You try and channel their bullshit, right, into something, art, sports. So what he does is he tries to channel, and he tries to channel them, and it kind of works, into archery as he's a child, and the kid had a knack for it, Kevin. So there you go. And you know, let's just fast forward to him, God, as a teenager, right after the whole, you know, or around the time of the whole, you know, eyeing his mother down while he's, well, God, smacking it. You know what I mean? All right. Is he has a baby sister, or a sister that's born at some point in there, and through the movie, I think she's a, oh my God. Oh my God. I think she's about like, oh God, like 5 to 7 years old. I don't know if she's maybe not quite in kindergarten. But she's young, she's little, and you know, he's always kind of bullying her and picking on her, and you know, normal sibling things is what you kind of think, right? They just killed this bastard. Wow, how come none of that was a headshot? Well, the little girl, she gets a guinea pig as a pet, and well, one night the guinea pig disappears, and the mother, I think it's like the next day, is taking care of the daughter, and she's putting like cereal down the garbage disposal when the garbage disposal just wasn't working right. Well, put two and two together. You know, our buddy Ezra just decided to, yeah. You know, he put that poor little guinea pig in the, yeah. Anyway. And the mom gets chemicals out to like clean it, right? And the next scene is the parents in the hospital, like waiting in the hospital. Well, the little girl apparently, I thought that she drank the shit or whatever and she was dead, but no, she gets it in her eye. She gets some in her eye, and the dad's just like, why didn't you put it away? Why did you put the cleaning shit away? And she's like, I did. Oh, look at that. He got fucking murdered. She was like, I did. Da, 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 da. And then she was just like, Kevin did it. And this whole time is she's kind of like blaming things on Kevin. That's rightfully so, but the dad doesn't see it that way. He's kind of just always on the boy's side, on the kid's side, you know, on his son's side. But yeah. So anyway, like the daughter's gonna need a glass eye. She's all fucked up. I feel so bad for the little girl. She just terrible situation. But oh god. But let's see here. There's not much left. Nay. Let's see. Hold on. I stopped killing things that are fast. Hold on. I needs my brains to catch up to me. Oh yeah, and this whole time it's just like they all have kind of money, like I don't, and like so it goes from being like in a really nice house to just her in her own home by herself, and you're just like, well, where is everybody, you know? And like the whole town is like demonizing her. There's a kid like probably like 18 years old that wheels up to her, you know, in a wheelchair. He looks like maybe he was an athlete at one point. So he's like, you can kind of see what's gonna happen, right? And like he was the only one that was decent to her, and you know, and he was, you know, a victim of something. So, which is, I don't know. The kid had a big heart. Everybody else like shits on her. There was a part where like she's at a job and like they're at like a Christmas party. God, that did not take long to kill him. Well, we got Patriarch's fucking machine gun. I can't see most of the screen. But let's just see what this fucking thing does. Oh my god, because it has rockets. Okay. Never mind. Never mind, I'll shut up. But, alright, hold on. Let's get through this. Yeah, okay, there's a part where she's, you know, they're at a Christmas party, right? And this guy comes up to her and he's like, hey, you want to dance and all this, and you know, she's happy, and she just puts him down lightly, you know, like, you know, I don't dance. You know, if it were me in that situation, I would just sit down next to her and start talking like a normal human, right? I don't know. That's just me. But he just leans down to her and he's just like, you know, like, how dare you? He's like, who would want you now? Who are you to be choosy, and yada yada yada. And it just like totally like kills the vibe. I'm like, wow, what a dick. I was like, I get what they're doing. God, this thing's overpowered. It's like, I get what they're doing, but you know. Hold on, eat that. What? Okay, never mind. But okay, let's just get past it. Why is she being, you know, why is she alone? Why is she being demonized by the entire town? Well, you know, America's sweetheart, Ezra Kevin. There was a part where he had like a box of locks, like you know, those big like master lock things that you can use to like secure your bike in the city and stuff like that. Like he gets a bunch of those and he's just like, oh, I could sell those, you know, sell those at school, yada yada yada. I don't know, it's really dumb excuse. But he used them to close the doors at the school to lock them up so he can funnel, you know, funnel prey essentially. It's a school pew pew movie, kind of. Because he takes that bow and arrow and he just like kind of goes to town on everybody. I think maybe you see like a few dead and there are several injured. I mean, obviously the kid in the wheelchair was one, you know, like, but that's why the parents hate her, you know. And 1 second, y'all. Why is she alone? Well, at the end of the movie, she goes outside, out in the backyard where the archery stuff is, and well, there's John C. Reilly, dead, with a couple of arrows in him. Looks like he was trying to run away, and the daughter, dead, with an arrow in her. And yeah, that's where he started. And I think that morning, she was talking to him, and I think he had already done it. I only watched this movie one time, so, but I think he had already killed them. And she's sitting there having breakfast with them, or like they're just kind of talking about like, I guess what's gonna happen later, like the day, you know. All right. But yeah. And he's in jail, like she's visiting him in jail, in prison rather. And he's not having a good time. He's got scars all over his shaved head. and he just looks like he's just not having a good time. And at the end of it, she just hugs him. Like that's the only person she has left, you know. All right, let's die, Patriarch. I thought that that was probably the sadder part of the movie. Yeah, suck it, bitch. That was awesome, killing the motherfucker with his own gun. Suck it. Yeah, now you know what it's like, one in the pipe, fucker. Well, if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate you. I don't know. What do you think? Have you seen the movie? What do you think of it? It's kind of a I don't want to. It's kind of a slow burn. It's kind of one of those movies that's a lot more see, and when they do speak, you really do need to listen. You know, it's one of those kind of movies. I don't know. It can be I guess, kind of pretentious, right? But yeah, it's just maybe you just don't get it. You know, maybe. I don't know. But I don't know if you got any movie suggestions. I'm down for it. I pretty much, you know, I'm down to pretty much try anything, watch anything. But anyway, I'll stop ranting and rambling and let you get on with your day or night. If you would just please consider doing all the things that YouTube likes and that I appreciate very, very much. Thank you so much for hanging out. It really does mean the world to me. You have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one.